Not be clearer, and you would therefore expect Mr. Gulliver to defend that reputation?
Absolutely.
Mr. Gulliver, how much does HSBC spend advertising in the Telegraph?
So we spend advertising in the UK in the media £31 million a year, of which only 15%, £4.6 million, is spent on print media. And the top 5 newspapers that we advertise in are the Metro, the Evening Standard, the Telegraph, the Times and the Daily Mail.
So you're saying the Telegraph is the 3rd biggest newspaper in the UK out of a 4.6 million print budget?
It's the 3rd biggest that we spend money on advertising in. And then we also spend a chunk of money advertising on digital, of which the biggest one that we advertise with is The Guardian, and the second biggest is The Independent. And decisions around advertising are made by our marketing department, and the buying decisions are then made by WPP.
Has HSBC ever removed or halted advertising as a result of the newspaper publishing?
So there is one incident which you're aware of, which is when the Telegraph wrote about the data theft in Jersey, where we did not pull but simply postponed some advertising in the Telegraph. The money was contractually paid over, and when the advertisements were run, was delayed. The decision was a commercial decision. Remember, I'm running a global business where advertising is about getting to sell more products and services, where we felt that nobody in their right mind was going to buy an HSBC mortgage or credit card with the juxtaposition of our adverts with that coverage. So that was postponed by a matter of months, but there was no financial change whatsoever. The money had already been committed by contract to the Telegraph.
And apart from postponement, which you've just explained was for commercial reasons, has any pressure ever been applied to the Telegraph?
No, because we realise that actually having a free and vibrant press creates the very body of those publications that supports our advertising and therefore makes them credible for our clients.
And have you personally ever been in touch with a major newspaper in order to express a view about the bank's reputation?
No, I have not.
You've not personally?
No, I have not.
Peter Oborne also said that Murdoch McLennan, the chief executive of the Telegraph, was, quote, determined not to allow any criticism, unquote, of HSBC in the newspaper. Can you explain why it is that he should take that view? Is it anything to do with the £250 million loan which the Telegraph has with HSBC? And have you ever used that loan as leverage over the Telegraph?
So it's very difficult for me under banking confidentiality to talk about a client, but we do not lend any money to the Telegraph at all.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. It stands in contrast to the brief. What steps will you now be taking in relation to the media to help rebuild your reputation?
The advertising budget, and 40% spent on TV, is controlled by the marketing department. It is not controlled by the lending bankers and not controlled by the executives.
Mr. Chairman, I've noticed a division.